Okay, we will be moving forward with our lesson 4 of the series. And this lesson will be focused on expanding on the previous 3 lessons to cover the controls of the radio, taxi and takeoff approach. Then we added turns and patterns, flight patterns. Now we're going to add an extension of flight patterns to complete our continuous circuits as well as preparing for landing. So, to start where we start with our first lesson, we'll check our controls, make sure everything is working properly in the right direction. This is very critical, especially before each flight. Kind of a flight check. Check all your switches, make sure they're all in their proper positions. Alright, so everything looks good. I'm going to go ahead and want to go through all the steps we've covered so far. We've been pushing the next steps. And I will land, walk it one more time, one more flight. So for this demonstration, I'm going to practice doing all of the previous steps, 2 complete circuits of the flying field, and setting up for a landing. Alright, so here's taxi. Slow down before I get to the end, just let it roll, let it roll, let it roll. When it slows down, I'll start my turn. A little bit of throttle, and come to a stop. Check my controls once more. Everything's good. Give a little throttle on the runway. Gradually accelerate. A little bit of elevator. Climb out. Get some altitude. Pretty high, not too high. And then start your turn. You know, turn. Add a little bit of elevator. Keep that nose up. Once you're done turning, level out by going to the opposite direction of your turn. Just let the plane fly. I'm just getting a little bit of elevator here and there to keep it in a straight line. Not too much. Trying to maintain a consistent altitude. Now I can see the runway in the bottom left there, so I know I'm going long. This is where I want to be, and I'll start my turn. You want to always keep the plane in front of you, not directly above. You don't have to be directly over the runway, but you do need to be out front, as in over the grass or the runway. And this completes my first circuit, kind of like a big oval of the flying field. I'm running about half throttle. Start a turn, add a little elevator, and hold it. You look at the radio on the screen. I'm not doing a lot of extreme controls to control the plane. Very gentle. Level out. The plane wants to fly. All I have to do is give it general input to keep it flying. Okay. Runway's on the ground there to the left. Go a little bit long. Go past it. And then start your turn. And the reason you go long on your turns is so that by the time you complete the turn, you're where you want to be, back along the runway. If you cut it short, you'll swing wide behind yourself. That is a no. Okay, this is our second circuit. Now I'm going to prepare to land from the same end of the runway I took off from. Now realistically, you would land with the wind, so if the wind changes, you may have to change which side you land from. So getting ready to land, I'm slowing down, about half power, just cruising. You can hear the throttle changing, getting a little bit lower than I was before. I'm going to go kind of long. Actually, I usually go longer to give myself time to set up properly for landing. But make sure you stay within your visual ability. Alright, so I'm starting my turn kind of wide. Still staying low. Just enough throttle to stay in the air. A little bit of elevator input. Alright, so I think I'm kind of lined up with the runway now. So I'll slow it down and just kind of cruise till I get to the runway. And once I'm close, I'll throttle way down. Keep it running now. let it float down. Wings level. Don't want to start too much turning. And let the wheels make contact. Right before you touch the ground, give it a little bit of that elevator there. Slow it down so it can flare. And then once it's on the ground, let it roll till it slows down. And then start to turn. Taxi back. Pretty easy, right? You do all the steps and you practice them the way we've been teaching you. You'll pick this up fairly quickly. That's the purpose of the simulation. Okay, we have a working airplane in one piece. Broke on it. Ready to go to the next plane. So we covered our controls, taxi, takeoff, turns, flight patterns, final circuit, and landing, all in this one lesson. If you do all those steps in that order, safely, you have to complete the flight. So I'll do one more, just one circuit this time and land, this time without narration. Let's see if you can pick up on the cues of what we're doing. Here we go. If you're off a little bit, you can use your rudder when you're coming in and kind of get you steered to the runway. Wings level, slow it down. Alright, that's all there is to it. Let's see if you guys pick this one up pretty quick. If you have any questions, I'll be around after class. Chat.